What's going on, YouTube? This evening we're going to change oil in the wifey's car, which is a 2017 Fiat 500. This is the first oil change. This is the 8,000 mile service, scheduled service. So this is going to be kind of a series. We're going to change oil. I'm going to show you how to check the air filter, and after that we're going to rotate the tires and do everything that the scheduled maintenance said to do to this car at 8,000 miles. So this is the car. She's a little green Fiat 500. And, yep, let's get to it. Alright, we're getting ready to undo the drain bolt. Notice I'm wearing gloves. That's some nasty stuff. Dirty oil. Alright, I always just loosen it a little bit and then take it out by hand. Now watch this piece right here. That is really sharp on this car. I don't know if it's going to be on yours or not. This little bar here is really badly in the way. This car only holds 4 quarts with the filter. So alright. Alright, so at this point the car's been warmed up, so the oil is warm. And we're just letting it drain out. It's probably going to start dripping and causing a mess because of this bar, this brace here. And we'll just let it drain. I'm going to clean the plug off. Alright, so we're going to put our drain bolt back in. Gosh, I hate that brace. Fiat, if you're listening to me, find somewhere else to put that brace. Now this has a rubber, instead of a crush washer, it has like a rubber seal. So lefty-too loosey righty-tighty, right? Oh, don't that click sound good? Alright, so we've got the drain bolt torqued to 20 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to clean this up. Now we're going to leave the skid pan off of it until we start it and let it run for a minute, because we want to check for leaks. Make sure everything's okay. Always clean really good. Alright, now if it leaks, you can tell, you can see if it leaks. Now this is sharp metal under here, guys. And I know, you're going to be careful and all that, but I've worked on a lot of cars. This car seems to have sharper edges. So just watch your hands and stuff. Just me looking out for you, nothing more. Okay, right there is the top of your oil filter housing. It takes a 27 millimeter. Okay, now now that you see, you can go through this hole right here, so you can see it's a straight through pass. So I'm going to set the camera up so you can see me do exactly that. I've got my oil pan under where the oil filter is. I've made this beautiful device here, swivel socket, long sockets, so I can Get down in there and take that off easy. All right, we're on it. Shouldn't be that tight. Should just be able to of course it's gonna dribble a little bit here right into the pan. That's what I wanted it to do. If I can get it to let go here. This car has sharp edges all over it, so really be careful. Okay, to remove the air box, which I recommend to get to the oil filter, you remove this screw, and this screw. And yes, they are screws, they're not bolts. Then you remove this screw. You pull this toward the battery. Just pull it really hard and wiggle it, it'll pop out. Then you can rock this back, and you can pull that whole assembly out. What that does is that gives you a lot of room down in here to get that oil filter out. Explain a little bit more what I did. Now with the air box out of the way, the filter fit really easily right between here and down into its little cavern there. So that's the easiest way I've found to take it off, and I feel comfortable. Plus it lets you see your air filter. Okay, so just put all this back the reverse, put this back, then the extension hose, then pop the top back on and refill the oil, and that's it. So I'm going to tighten this down to 25 Newton meters. Okay, now you take 4 quarts of 5W30, whatever your favorite oil is, and you fill the car with it. Now it says it takes 4 quarts with the filter. So I'm going to put the cap back on. Now I've got the other stuff taken off, and you'll want to, like I said, the oil filter, torque it to 25 Newton meters. Now I've got to put the air filter box back on, plus this piece, and then snap the top back on, and then it's easy to go. Now we're at what I was talking about there earlier, and I'm not sure I said it, explained it good enough. This filter is really hard to get to. Let me see if I can get it to focus. You can see down in there. Well, if you take this off, you can fit it right here. Now this is pliable, so you can fit it right between that hose, and it goes right in there real easy. So, but take this off. You need to check your air filter anyway. Now I'm going to show you how the top goes on. You just align it as such, push down. You'll hear it or feel it. See, now it's on there. There we go. So that's all it is. There's no tools to take that off. You just grab it with both sides and just pull it straight up. As you can see, it's meant to do that. It clears your dipstick and your oil filler cap. So now we're going to get in the car, start it, and look for leaks. leaks were found, so I'm going to put the skid pan back under and back it off the ramps, and then you check the oil, make sure the you've got enough in it, or make sure it's where it needs to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the skid pan back. Remember, it's your 6 10mm bolts. Now that we've let it drain back down into the pan, let it sit here for a minute. Pull the dipstick, check it, wipe it off. Oh, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. It's not overfilled, it's not underfilled. 4 quarts was just perfect. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. It was my first time changing oil in this car, so hopefully I got it right the first time. There's no oil pressure lights on, there's no leaks, so I'm pretty sure I got it done. It's not my first rodeo, but it is a little bit of an odd car to change oil on, especially with the oil filter and where it's at and where you have to take the air filter off to really get to it. Now, if you had a lift, you could put it from the bottom, which I would say is what the dealership does, but I don't have a lift in this garage, so that's why I took the airbox off, which is the easiest way for the do-it-yourselfer. So, but anyway, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. If you think it's boring, go ahead and hit that thumbs down. I've had a few of you guys. There is a timeline at the bottom of the video. If you guys want to skip through, have at it. But you guys be good, and I'll see you on the next one.